Okay, mic check, mic check, mic check. One's in the chat if you can hear me. Might be a little too bright. I think it's a little too bright. That might be a little bit better. All right, everybody, pile in. You know, we're watching the Packers versus the Bears, 6-3. We're gonna hang out tonight. Any Bears Packers fans in here? Because potentially the winner of this game will be playing my Birds. And I still feel like it's a little bright. I don't know. I got the light on me. Is my face too bright or is it just me? I'm looking at the camera. It feels like I have a beam, a solid beam right on my face. Too bright though. Yep. I agree. I agree. We're going to fix this real quick. So I don't think we need the lights anymore. I do have like lights on top of my PC, but I don't even think we need them anymore because I'm so damn close to the monitor. I mean, that's just me. Let me see how this looks. Let me see how this looks. I feel like we always got to go through this every time because I don't stream enough. Don't stream enough. I think that's better, but you know, 2026, it might be time to be looking at new cameras. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. I feel like this one's a little bit blurry. It's a little bit of fuzz, a little artifacting going. At least I can see everything on my shirt. Like, look at this. Whatever. Oh, that's not on my shirt. That's under my shirt because I'm wearing white under the shirt. Anyway, what is going on, everybody? Welcome. Got a lot to talk about today because this is the 2025 recap video. We have a lot to go over because, well, a lot happened. A lot of stuff happened. And we're definitely going to go over some videos. We're definitely going to go over some topics. We are definitely going to be going over events throughout the year. I mean, I'm trying to look through it's that one video Hard 8 times uploaded. Yeah, all beef squash. We definitely want that up here. That'll be a good video. Be a good video. PS5 controller had stick drift. Got the Hall effect one for Christmas. These magnets are hitting something serious. You know, I have one friend who always has his controllers go out on him. I don't know what that is or why that happens, but apparently I've only ever owned one controller. One set of controllers that have had stick drift, and that was the 360 controllers because, goddamn, it was just killing those things on Halo. Outside of that, I've never experienced any kind of stick drift outside of buying Wii U Pro controllers. I got because they got the perpendicular up top one with both sticks vertically up, like the Steam Deck kind of, like the Wii U gamepad. Can't buy them new. Had to buy them third party. Had to buy it through I don't even know. Maybe it was like two or maybe three to get one that didn't have stick drift. I don't know. Black Metal Gamer, $2. Can you agree? Text plateaued. All we need is games. Well, that is a topic today. Tech plateauing though. That's a two-front thing. One, it's plateauing because Moore's law is dead. Not literally, but you get what I'm saying. And also, as you can see, we are not really going to be getting anything priced anywhere close to being efficient because we have this whole RAM crisis, this whole hardware crisis. Everything is way too expensive. So expensive that we're bringing back AM4 CPUs. We're bringing back RTX 3060s and older components and 8 gigabyte. It's getting crazy out here. We've got rumors of the new Valve Steam Machine. Why is it not called the Steam Machine 2, by the way? Why is it just called Steam Machine 1? But anyway, you know what? You know what might be going on? Why my face is so dark? I can fix this. I can fix this. Settings. Maybe people, they want the dark mode. All right. I'll go to the dark mode, people. I'll finally give in to the dark mode. But yeah, hardware is definitely going to be an issue moving forward because it's crazy. This is one of the reasons why I upgraded. This is one of the reasons that I jumped the gun. I mean, was an upgrade due? Yeah, I mean, definitely was due because I was on a RTX 3080 and a Ryzen 7 3700X. Long overdue on the CPU, getting to be long overdue on the GPU, and, got good deals. I mean, $220 for a 5700X 3D. $520 for a RTX 9070. And, we can, do some things right here because these are some of the things that I have wanted to show you that is on the agenda today. So we might as well jump into this real quick. Get this display capture going. The GPU I am using is this one, the 9070 XT. Reviewed good, works good, have no issues with it, have the power color right here, 16 gig card, whisper quiet, is crushing Cyberpunk. I mean, now that AMD has, their own ray tracing thing going with the FSR 4.1, FSR is good. It's no longer like the crap it was on 1, 2, and 3. It's no longer inferior even to Intel's option. Has ray tracing. Pretty much about as par on as a 5070 Ti. Much cheaper. Don't have to support NVIDIA's AI counterculture and them selling you out to Corpo. So hey, seemed like a no-brainer to me. Definitely was looking for something with good VRAM. Definitely was looking for something powerful. Definitely was looking for something at a good price point. And basically, I've never been more happy with the GPU since my 1070. And keep in mind, the 1070 came out 6 years ago. Or no, when did the 1070 come out? Let me double check this real quick. When did the 1070 come out? The 1070 came out a decade ago. See, this is what's crazy, and I had to show you this. The 1070 came out in 2016, a decade ago. I had 8 gigs of RAM, VRAM, a decade ago. And they're trying to push 8 gigs of VRAM on the Steam machine right now. Right now. Right now. That's crazy. But yeah, the 1070 was an absolute unit of a card. I mean, just to go over this, if you are interested in this card, I mean, good luck finding one at MSRP, but the pros: excellent performance, mainstream value, big improvements through FSR4 compared to RDNA 3, finally addresses the AI and ray tracing properly, because before FSR was software, but FSR4 is now hardware, AI, Tesla cores, and all that good stuff. Cons, obviously availability and still trails behind NVIDIA in ray tracing and AI, and NVIDIA still wins the software component, so we already know that, but you know what? You pay for what you get. As far as the CPU side, we have the Ryzen 7300X3D, a value gaming masterpiece, leading gaming performance at its price point, great pricing, lower power consumption, excellent efficiency, supports AM4 upgrades. I can look at the temps of these things, I can bring them up for you, and generally, it's pretty damn crazy. And of course, this thing is not working the way I want it to right now. It's always good. There we go. So, right now, let's see. Tuning on it. We have max frequency increased to 100, an undervolt minus 70. Max frequency is up to 2750. Memory timing's at fast timing. Power limit is minus 30. So if you look at the metrics of this card, CPU side, we're running at a nice cool 55, 57 degrees Celsius. Total onboard power, 70 watts right now. Around 70 watts right now. Gaming, I can be under 200 a lot of times. And this is crazy right here, because we're using, I thought that said 8 gigs of VRAM at first. That would have been crazy. But no, that's not 8 gigs. Actually, it might be, but who knows? Whatever. VRAM is kind of weird. Normally, when I run Cyberpunk, max settings, all that stuff, the ray tracing, the FSR, it hits around 14.5 gigs of VRAM. So that's a hefty amount. So good luck to y'all on your 8 gig cards. Good luck to all on your 12 gig cards. I would highly recommend you to be at your 16 gig cards right now. So definitely want to be on that. I mean, might as well just talk about the rest of what I have in my PC right now, because we're already on that topic. I know people are scrambling to build or upgrade or to put Frankenstein modes and stuff in here right now, but as I was saying earlier, CPU, Ryzen 7 5700X3D, got my low profile cooler, my MSI B350M mortar, micro ATX. Yes, we have a micro case, and this board might now be almost 10 years old, a decade old. Got the Team Force group. We can zoom in a bit. Team group T-Force Dark Pros, which are excellent RAM. Got this old ass Hitachi 700 or 7200 RPM hard drive. Got an Evo 850, 1 terabyte solid state drive. Got a Samsung 970 Evo Plus 2 terabyte NVMe. We are running the Power Color Reaper Radeon RX 9070 XT. We are running a case, my Corsair Crystal 280X RGB micro ATX mid-tower case, EVGA 850B5, 850W 80 plus bronze certified fully modular ATX power supply. Got the Corsair LL 120. You know those fans. I've had to buy way too many of them. The RGB goes out. Got an ultra wide at the top, 2560 by 1080. Got the LG 32 GK 650F B/B. Oh no, wait. We have changed this monitor as of recently. This monitor is out of date. This monitor is out of date. We need to update. We got to update, people. Let's see. So now I gotta go into display options. Let me see what I got. Because now I'm not seeing it off the top of my head. We'll figure it out later. It's a 4K display, 32 inches, 144 hertz, all that good stuff. Actually, you know what? The easy way to find out would be this. We can go to Amazon. There we go. So let's see. Edit part list. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to remove the old monitor. I'm going to add a monitor. Nope, it did not want to add my monitor. I do not know what this $64 MSI Pro is. Yep, don't know. Whatever. We will figure that out later. I don't even know why it's calling this monitor an ultra wide either. Ah, I see. I see. There we go. It is an LG 32. Let's click on it. This guy right here. All right. Sorry to get distracted. Jesus. But yeah, those are all the parts right there. I mean, you know, I got my Corsair K70, my Death Adders, my Barracudas, my Nomos, Logitechs, Shore Mic, all that good stuff. So we can talk about some games real quick. Talk about some games real quick before we get into other topics. Because I know people are still filing in here. So as far as games are going right now, obviously I'm playing Cyberpunk. Obviously I'm playing a lot of Helldivers still with friends. Played the MechWarrior 5 clans, played the clans, played Shadows of Kerensky, played the Solaris expansion, played Ghost Bear Firestorm expansion, played Wolves of Tukid expansion, Killing Floor, finished that. Very game. For Honor, got it for $1 and change, does not work on PC. Borderlands 4, finished that. Not really the best game. Gears of War Reloaded, Borderlands 4, Trails in the Sky demo, ran good, got to get into it. Doom the Dark Ages, Claire Obscure. Whew, Claire Obscure is such a good game. Such a great game. Got my Marvel Rivals fixin'. Rogue looking pretty good. So, outside of that, man, I mean, really, I was mainly on my Switch this year. Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3, 4, 5, Final Fantasy 6, Dragon Quest 3, Mario Wonder, Suikoden. What's the other one? Lunar. Like, yeah, this year was freaking handheld JRPGs. What can I say? What can I say? Now, as far as topics that we want to talk about, I mean, first of all, I mean, you already know who I am. So, longest intro of all time. But yeah, my name's Blackbond. My channel, right there. Recent video is what I talked about. 2025 video games completed list, so you can check that out. Check out all the other prior videos too. Twitter, yep, that's me. Now below 3,000 followers, probably because, people like me, God forbid, I don't like to see people harassed and stalked at work, and that's just as much as I'm going to say about the current state of affairs in this country. Well, that's just me. So let me read some comments real quick, and then, we'll start to get into things. People hear me. Sound is good. Lighting is good now. Potentiometer 6 always gets stick drift. You're going to talk about the Cube Steam Machine likely being a 1,000 in price. I thought you said 1,000 piece. Got me tongue-tied here, Jesus. Charring for work done by computers rather than people, and yeah, I'm not understanding a lot of what you guys are saying. Clean frame, what was your personal game of the year last year? That would be Expedition 33. Gotta milk you plebes for money. Great card for the money. Steam Machine is dead on arrival. You're not wrong. 1080 Ti or something was my last card. Steam Machine could cost around 900, dead on arrival. Might as well upgrade your PC for the cost of Steam Machine. That's a good point. You know what? First of all, we're going to talk about the Steam Machine. We might as well talk about the Steam Machine right now because, it seems like that's what people want to talk about. And I put this in night mode. Why is it all of a sudden not in night mode? Did I not just place the browser in night mode? Appearance. Mode. Dark. There we go. I got to refresh everything to be dark. Okay. Okay, look. I can admit when I'm wrong. Now I use my phone in night mode. I use my computer now in night mode. Y'all been telling me the longest to do the night mode thing. And now we're doing night mode. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the Steam thing. I see people talking about it right now, like boycott AI. It's got to be $1,000. I heard that some of them are demonetized. Those AI channel operators are mad. 9070 XT is a 1440p, not a 4K, in my opinion. I highly disagree. I mean, you're telling me that a 5070 Ti isn't a 4K card? That mean, if you're telling me a 9070 XT is not a 4K card, then you're telling me that only a 5080 and a 5090 are 4K cards. Or a 4090, because a 4090 would be more powerful. I mean, I don't believe that a 4080 is more powerful than a 9070 XT. Let's see. No, 4080 is better. Not rasterization wise though. So yeah, like regardless of which, you're saying like they're saying it's a 6% difference, one way or the other, trading blows. So yeah, if a 9070 XT is not a 4K graphics card, then only a 5080 and a 5090 are. So I can't agree with that. You can get 4K and whatever frame rate you want as long as you have a good PC. It's all about the individual likes, what the systems can output. 9070 XT can handle 4K. Well, yeah, it's handling Cyberpunk perfectly. You were a fan of the good old city skylines and SimCity. Were you ever a fan of Roller Coaster Tycoon? Yes, I was. My friends love to murder people on the roller coasters. Blacktooth, fascist. That's crazy. Happy New Year, bruv. Happy New Year to you too, Tank. Thank you for the $20 Canadian. Appreciate that. Has Smooth and BG paid their bets back? No. No, they have not. Which is crazy because, you know what? We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later. Imagine if Batman killed the Joker and scattered his pieces all over the city and went around collecting them. Angry video game nerd. 5080 and 5090, exactly. I mean, though, look, if you're going to tell me that a 5080 and a 5090 are the only options for 4K cards, I mean, I hope you got a lot of stock in the video because they got you on the payroll. They got you on the payroll. So, while we're at it, let's talk about this guy right here. Let's talk about it, the Steam machine. Let's talk about it. Now, as y'all know, I've stated in videos, I want the Steam machine to do well. Who wanted more consoles, more platforms? You know what? I'm not even going to mention his name because people harass other people online and it's stupid and it's dumb. But I talk to my friends a lot about building a mini ITX PC. Probably too much. Probably every other day. I literally go into PC Part Picker. I literally on Amazon. I'm literally on Newegg. I'm literally on YouTube figuring out how I can build a mini ITX case. And the simple solution is this. Whenever I think about how much it would cost me, the mini ITX case, I'm just like, you know what? It might just make more sense to buy a Switch 2. Probably the same performance, way more compact, can plug into the TV, can be portable, and gets me access to Nintendo games. So I will never be building a mini ITX case. The only time I will build it is when I upgrade this thing 5 years from now, and then I move the old parts into... See, that won't even work because this is a micro, not a mini. So there's no foreseeable reason that I can say I could build a mini ITX case unless I had a kid or I build for my girl or something like that. But like, no, it's just not going to happen. But I want the Steam machine to do well. I want the Steam OS to be pushed. Pushing the Steam OS pushes Windows to be better. Competition is good. contrary to what the Valve fanboys believe in regards to, Epic Games Store or GOG or anything else. They want everything on one platform. Competition is good. But, as I've stated, and I'll most likely be right because, let's be real, I'm damn near always right. And y'all can cry about that, y'all can complain about that, but that's just what it is. Me typically being always right. I mean, y'all have to find areas where I'm wrong. I've literally made videos and tweets like, tell me when I've been wrong. And nobody can ever post anything or say anything where I'm wrong. Y'all just can't. And unfortunately, the Steam machine failed, and I believe the Steam Machine 2 will fail. One, I said it's not coming out at a good time. And two, is not the time to launch new hardware. And now, it's even more of a not good time to launch hardware. With these RAM prices and component prices and this AI bullshit and everything. Holy crap. Not only that, is the Steam machine using RDNA 4.5 FSR4? I don't know. Somebody tell me. I do not know what they're putting in this machine. All I know is that it's 8 gigs of VRAM. Hopefully it's unified with Linux, but again, we really don't know. We need hands-on with the machine. But it's clear to me that they are not talking about the price because they are scared to talk about the price because there are rumors, and by rumors, we will go right here and investigate. We have rumors of this thing being $1,000. And if this thing is $1,000, hell, I said if this thing was over $600, it's dead in the water. Yeah, sure, the early adopters, the hypocrites will go out and buy their underpowered dog shit and toned down settings to play 60 frames at 1080p or 60 frames low medium settings at 1440p with their fake frames and all the other bullshit because they like to lower their standards. For the longest time, 60 frames is playable. Anything less is not. Now we're going higher, but now we're going into reverse. Y'all remember the whole Steam Deck debacle. 40 frames, 45 frames is now acceptable. Not in my world, but maybe in hypocritical frauds worlds. But again, I said anything over, 600, 700, I had to look back. Dead in the water. The Steam Dick Riders, the early adopters will buy it, but let's be real. You are not going out and spending $950 for a 512 gigabyte model and over $1,000 for a terabyte model before taxes, if this is true. Now, I don't understand what kind of mainstream appeal this machine has. It's going to be a console. It's not going to have GTA on it. GTA 6 anyway. You can't play Marvel on it. You can't play Helldivers on it. You can't play Fortnite on it. You can't play Call of Duty on it, I don't believe. You cannot play any of the main big-time casual games on SteamOS because of anti-cheat on Linux. You can't do it. It's unfortunate, but you can't do it. So who is this really for? It's mainly for Valve Dick Riders, because if you were going to offer it to me, I would just upgrade my computer. I wouldn't waste my time on a Steam machine. If you were going to get it for Johnny Come Lately, he can't play Fortnite on it. He can't play Call of Duty on it. He can't play his casual games because of anti-cheat. So it's not going to appeal to the regular PC gamer because it's a overpriced, underpowered, weak, non-customizable machine to which anybody with any common sense, if you're looking for something portable, small, maneuverable, can play on a TV, whatever, you'd go and buy a Steam Deck. It's not going to appeal to Johnny Come Lately because they can't play their main Fortnite and Call of Duty games on it. It's not going to appeal to the everyday casual because it doesn't have Madden sports on it. It doesn't have sport games on it. I mean, some, but not Madden. You get what I'm saying. It's not going to have Grand Theft Auto 6 on it. So who does it appeal to? Dick riders and Valve corporate guzzlers. That's it. There's no other market for this machine. Anybody else who has any kind of know-how into computers would rather just invest this money into their actual primary rig, and anybody looking to buy something secondary probably already owns a console. And nobody's going to buy it for Johnny come lately or little Jimmy or little Billy, because again, you can't play COD and you can't play Fortnite. No GTA this fall or Christmas if it were to release out. So y'all tell me, who does this thing appeal to? I need to know. I am calling flop. Now that controller, definitely getting that controller day one. Hopefully it's under 100. Definitely getting it on day one. But under any circumstances, I'm calling this a flop. And if Kid Smooth or anybody else wants to bet me money, as I'm tired of people making videos and whining and crying and clipping this. Now, look, the days of that are over. Put your money where your mouth is, because I'll put money up. I just don't see how this works. And Blacktooth is right. Some runners' protons allow for anti-cheat. I agree, but I don't know, man. Like, honestly, let's just say this was a little bit more powerful. As powerful as we wanted it to be. Let's say it was getting Grand Theft Auto. Let's say it was getting Man. Let's say that, it never messed with any of the anti-cheats. You can still play a thing. I still think this thing fails. Solely and really based on price alone, and people go out to buy consoles. Oh, y'all are going to laugh when I say this. People go out to buy consoles for exclusive games. There's no reason to own a Steam machine when everything on the Steam machine I can play on my computer. Better, faster, stronger, more customizable, more mods, more features, more everything. There's just like no reason. But again, anybody is free to prove me wrong. Just put your money down, date it, timestamp it, put it up like Smooth, put it up like BG. Please pay me when you lose, and that'll be the end of it. Now, I'm willing to listen to any kind of rebuttals here, but I'm really not seeing anything in the chat. Why would I be a Falcons fan? They are in Atlanta. Ew. Ugh. We don't do that. We don't. Definitely don't do that. So, next up on the list. We do have to, unfortunately, delve into a little bit of drama, people. I know. Let me know if you hear the audio.
Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this?
Do I have everybody's attention now? If you didn't see the show last week, and I can't blame you, I didn't watch either because I wasn't on. I feel a little bit of recapping is in order. I got into a little bit of trouble because of some things that I said. I got in trouble basically because I have the balls to say things that nobody else has the balls to say. Things like this company inside and outside the ring are filled with a parade of shameless ass kissers.
I just want y'all to know.
I need you on my
Oh, now I'm muted. I'm sorry. One's in the chat if you heard that last segment. I apologize. I did mute the mic so that would be more clear for you. One's in the chat if you heard that last video. That last segment with CM Punk. Did you hear the last segment with CM Punk? Okay, people said they did. So, we all, you only heard the video. Okay, that's all you need to hear. So we all know the story. Last year, dismissed is what it is. Whatever. Fired from Weapon Wheel. Right? That's like where we're at right now. Said some things that, some people just didn't like. Rubbed people the wrong way, and, some people didn't like that. Regardless of which, I don't hate anybody. It's freaking YouTube. But yeah, dismissed. Goodbye. Lied to, backstabbed. I was told that I'm a loser. My life has peaked. I live in the past. That I'm not going to amount to anything. That this is the only thing I had in life. That nothing I ever will do will amount to anything. That I don't do anything exciting. That I'm just a show off. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all get it. Lot of haters. Lot of haters. Lot of haters. But yeah. 2025 was good, people. 2025. Let's actually go over what 2025 was, because I do want to share it with you. And let me see how that actually works real quick. So, before we get into this, I just want to let you know. End of 2024, pretty rough. You put in hard work for 10 years to make something that is representative by Black people. That people you hope wouldn't embarrass you. That hope would, I don't know, get voices out there for Black people. But unfortunately, as most Black people learn, and the unfortunate truth is, y'all can't do business with other Black people. You just can't. There's a crab in the barrel, crab in the bucket mentality. But it's okay. Because, I peaked, got nothing going on in my life. I live in the past. But afterwards, what did I do? How did Bond recover in 2025? Recovering in only the best ways I could ever think to recover. And we start off in, let's see, the best ways to recover, right? The best ways to just do what I do and live life. We start out in Vegas. Oh, in Vegas. Vegas was a fun as hell trip. Starting off the new year the right way. Yes, that somebody hit a royal flush in Vegas. I know. It's crazy. Let me pull this chat up real quick, because I can't see what y'all are saying right now. Flush. But yes, craziness. I know. Vegas is a fun place, probably don't need to see it again. 2's enough times, but absolutely insane trip. Crazy. And even after Vegas, what do we got? We got the Super Bowl. Hold on real quick. We got the Super Bowl. Got some Mario Kart going on with some friends. Hitting the arcades in Philly, playing some Third Strike. Got that initial D. Next up, went to Washington, D.C. Had some fun there. Went to the African American Museum. That's the GOAT, not LeBron. A lot of fun, interesting history here. And I'm a war buff. What can I say? I like to see war. Not drama war, but you know what I'm saying. I like to see war. A lot of positive and good things that black people have done for this country. And sometimes I look at the news today and I'm just very disappointed by what I see. Men of color to arms, now or never. 3 years service, battles of liberty and the Union fail now, and our race is doomed. Little did we know that we weren't ever really going to get appreciated for that, but hey, it is what it is. They're all afraid of me because I speak the truth that can set men free. Or in this case, Weapon Wheel is all afraid of me because I speak the truth that can set me free. Next up. Ocean City, Maryland. Always a good time. Always good food. And believe me, it's hard to find good food in America. You know what? It'd probably just be easier if I had to chat on my phone. That way I don't have to manage all these stupid windows. So that's what we're going to do. Press it on my throttle. That's what you hear clicking. So good food, friends, fun. You already know what Secrets is about. Secrets is crazy. I don't recommend going here on a Memorial Day though. It is crazy. It gets wild. Getting right up on stage, having fun because God, my life has peaked. I mean, I just don't do anything. I just don't have friends, 2025, just an awful, terrible year. Terrible year, people. Look at that American flag. Private dinners, private ballrooms. Just more good food. The boardwalk and all. And then, had to definitely take it to Epic Universe. And no, I wasn't one of those people that got hurt on the ride for being overweight or obese and getting thrown around. But Epic Universe was crazy. Nintendo Land right here was crazy. Nintendo Land was fun. I'm sorry. It just was. I mean, if you grew up around this stuff, you've been playing it and everything, like, you definitely want to get out here at least one time. Like, that's just an amazing picture right there. Got the piranha plants, the Goombas. Look at this dad and his kid, down there. I mean, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. Got the Toadstool Cafe. No, I didn't get anything. The Bob-omb. Got Baby Mario. Got the Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, that coaster was pretty cool, though. I mean, definitely wasn't worth the wait, but still pretty cool. Got Bowser statues. Mario Kart. Hey, Mario, I challenge you to a race. Come to my castle and don't chicken out. Gwahaha. They even got the thwomps and everything. Like Epic Universe and Nintendo Land was fun. Like it got this whole Mario Kart thing going on too. So where do we go next? Oh, still at Nintendo Land. Still at Nintendo Land. Epic Universe. Just like, man, I'm really hating winter right now. I need to get back. I need to get back down south. I need to get back down to Florida. And I believe this is like the How to Train Your Dragon stuff. Not really too familiar with this, but that's what I believe it to be. We got more Mario Kart. They had like the AR headsets and everything. Like this whole place was epic. This whole park. Got Bowser's throne room. Next up, I went to Sea Isle City. You know, got to enjoy the beach. And I already know what you're all going to be saying. Where the black people at? Her, whatever. Had to hit up Six Flags. No Smooth, no Neo Game Spark. Wasn't able to go on the Flash, unfortunately, because I was too tall. Waited a half an hour in line, only to get to the front and then to say, oh, you're too tall. And I'm thinking, oh, they're just joking. No. There's actually a height requirement of being 6'5", and I'm 6'5", so beat. I would never go on one of these things. It just seems like I'm going to get dizzy. That's Joker in the background. Can't go on that because I'm too tall also. El Toro. I don't like El Toro. I don't like El Toro. El Toro is not fun. El Toro feels like you got into a car accident afterwards and you just jacked up your neck. Not good. But when, you know, went back down to Florida again, Busch Gardens. We got cheetahs out here. The one crazy thing about this, right? There's really no fence or anything containing this animal. There really isn't. Like, this thing could literally just jump out or run out if it wanted to. And I don't, it doesn't have a shot collar or anything. Like, I'm confused how, like, this thing doesn't just get out or anything. That's just me. And he's just, like, chilling. Unbothered. Just chilling. We got some more roller coasters. Now some more roller coasters. Yeah, Busch Gardens is fun packaging. They even got some sloths up in here. Or call them some smooths. That's how I look at Kid Smooth when I see him. He just looks and acts like a sloth. That is Smooth. Look at him, just chilling. Got some penguins out here. Should be a hippo. There we go. There's a hippo. There's a hippo. Oh. Well, you know, met some girls down there. You know, I do what I do. I do what I do. Don't stop judging me. So then, you know, from there we had to go up to back home to what is it called? Dorney Park. And this coaster was very overrated. It was done in like 15 seconds. You do this loop, you go up, and it's pretty much over. But it looked so intimidating because this drop right here was just a straight drop down. Looking crazy. Like, look at this shit. It's a straight drop. But after that loop, it literally is pretty much over. You wait all that time, a half an hour, just to get to this straight drop. And then it's pretty much over. I just don't get it. Overrated. The Iron Menace. This one was pretty fun. I heard this like their oldest coaster. You just go straight down into it. So that's a pretty cool coaster. The Hydra. This is the Hydra. The Hydra was pretty cool. It had this weird loop. Hold on, I gotta show you to explain to you. It had like this weird loop where, you know, like you do like a barrel roll, but like if you're on the right side right here, it would just hang you out on the end. So do a barrel roll, and if you were on the right hand side, you would just be chilling, just hanging there. It was like crazy to see that you would just be chilling and hanging. But other than that, it was pretty cool. So let's get back to some more. What we got? Okay. This thing, holy crap. Look how fast that thing is going. I don't know if you'll be able to like see that properly, but yo, this thing is fast. Like this thing just shoots you out like a cannon. And we did this thing about 3 times at the back. We did the middle. We did the front. There's like called Possess. Like, look at this thing. You shoot all the way up, go all the way to the top, and then come down. And just absolutely insane. Let me grab a drink real quick. Porter Rock now, drinking some seltzer. Which one was this? I forgot the name of this one. Was it Hydra? I'm not sure. But yeah, it was Halloween night, so that was pretty cool. There were a lot of people out in costumes, a lot of people having fun, a lot of people enjoying life. And next up, we had, the main event. We had Japan. I did go to Chicago as well, but those are wedding pics. Those are more sensitive, so you don't need to see anybody else's wedding. You see me and my boy in the front. That's all y'all need to see about that. But yes, that is the Unicorn Gundam. And it's regular mode, or is that the destroy mode, or I'm not sure. What is it? The RX-0? Unicorn's really, I don't know. Unicorn's not really my thing, but hey, it is what it is. So, you know how I feel about these new type mobile suits. They're just, meh. They get on my nerves. They just do. But we've got gorgeous, like, if I had a mansion, that shit would be sitting right in the front of my yard. Right in the front of my yard right there. This thing is absolutely massive. Japan was fucking amazing for a tall guy. When I'm done this, I will field and answer any questions you guys have for this. Because Japan was just absolutely incredible. For a guy that's peaked, remember. Like, look at the size of this thing. This is a person. Like, when we were first walking up on this, right? And they were like, oh, the Gundam's that way. And I was told that is a 1-to-1 size Gundam. And I have 1/100 size Gundams that are 1/100th. That's what a master grade model is. I only build 1/100s. No hide grades. I don't do that 1/144 shit. But when I was told it was 1-to-1 and it was down there, and I'm walking around and I can't see it, I'm like, it can't be 1-to-1 because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. And then I walk over the hill and I see the antenna, and then I see the head, and I look down and I see the body. I'm like, holy shit. MDZ, unfortunately, I did not go to the Ippo gym because Morikawa has been banged up lately in that auto accident and everything. I believe he got into another auto accident or got sick, but like, I'm not sure what it was, but you don't need to be a tourist trying to meet the gym and see him and everything if he's having health issues. I think he was sick at that time too. The Sendo Ricardo fight was on break, so just not really trying to be a bother. But like, look at this thing. This thing is just like absolute. Like, this thing is just an epic monument. That's all I can say. Like, if there was one thing I had to see in Japan, it was this motherfucker right here. Like, just absolutely incredible. Next up, we went to Hakone, and then we went to see Mount Fuji. And Mount Fuji, let me tell you, that is a sight to behold. Look at this. Look at this, people. Just absolutely incredible. We took the sky cards up at Hakone. Hakone, the champions of Y-Pedal. And, you know, I got in this all by myself because I have no friends, people. None. And you get to take a little sky. Is it a sky car? Is it a gondola? What do y'all call it? Rail car? Got on the boats. Like, look at the scenery, the fall. A little cold to be out there on a boat, but hey, is what it is. Got the Jolly Roger out there, or the Running Mary, or the Going Mary. Some One Piece action. Nah, it's not really the Going Mary, but just a little joke. On the ship. Next up, we've got the Tokyo Radio Tower. And this thing is way, way up there. Look at this guy. Like, look at that view. It's no wonder everything in Japan has service and everything. Like, lights up at night, just absolutely incredible. Just absolutely amazing. I need y'all to type into the chat what you think this area is, because y'all should know. Everybody that's a gamer should know where this is and what street this is. Type it in for me. Y'all better know. Y'all have to know. If y'all don't know, I might have to time you out. Might have to time you out. If you answered Shibuya, you are correct. Place was crazy. Loved it. Just absolutely incredible. Oh, they love their pachinko machines and their slots and everything. Bond the legendary, you ain't wrong. Does anybody know what these things are on the right? These mirrors. I don't know what they're for. Are they there to reflect light? Are they like... They are reflective and they are mirrors, but you can't really see anything off of them. They're not like something you could look through when you're driving on a cart or a scooter or a car or anything. So does anybody know what those things are? If you do, please let me know. We didn't do any pachinko. I don't gamble. And I gamble with Smooth. I lied. I do gamble sometimes with Smooth, I bet. But like I don't do like really the casino things or anything, even though I went to Vegas. The GOAT, Goatani, Shuhei Goatani. He got his own little game up in here. Looking like a little RBI baseball. Got these little noodle johns out here. Oh man, this is making me want to go back so freaking bad. Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Yo, if you've been in Japan, you know Don Quixote. Y'all know about the Don. Yo, he might be laundering money out there, but the Don got it. Don got it. And then this is that dog. I forget the dog's name, but he was chilling for like 9 years or like 14 years for his master or something, and his master never came back because his master died. Forgot his name. But yeah, it's definitely an epic statue. And you know, we're tired from walking, so we took the time to chill out, go to a little art museum and everything. Did I go to the Nintendo Museum? I did not. I did not get in the raffle. Some of my friends went, but I could talk to you about that a little bit later. Art museum was pretty cool. They had some pretty neat stuff. They had the people out there driving like Mario Kart. Now, I wanted to do this. But again, they have left road driving. I'm fine in driving on the left-hand side of the road because the Virgin Islands has left side of the road driving. But I don't believe you want to get into an accident in a foreign country and potentially ruin your vacation or have crazy kinds of medical bills. I don't know. It's just not a good thing to risk anything that could be potentially dangerous in a foreign country, in my opinion. And then the clubs in Shinjuku, this was. I mean, look, I don't know what's going on over here. I've never watched K-pop Demon Hunter, but these aren't Japanese girls. These are Korean girls. I don't know how they tell the difference, but apparently they're Korean. And the Korean girls, they be on some other stuff, on some choreographing stuff. And yeah, everybody likes Koreans. Apparently Koreans are the most popular Asians right now because of K-pop and K-pop Demon Hunter. They used to have J-pop. J-pop went out of style. Now K-pop is in. I don't know. Now, you're wondering how the chicks are in Japan. Yeah, and I just seen Heart 8 pop. Just when I'm about to talk about women in Japan, Heart 8 talks up. No, Heart 8, there's girls out in Japan. I'll show you some. They got some wild clubs out here. They be doing it in. So, the clubs, they explicitly tell you not to put your hands on girls. Don't grope girls. Don't be aggressive. Don't do this and do that, whatever. But obviously, everything is fair game if a chick puts her hands on you. So, first time I went to a club, danced with one girl, pretty cute. It was fun, but her friend was just not having it with the 6'5" tall black gaijin. Pulled her away like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So my boy tried to run interference. It's going a little good, but just wasn't happening. And went to the clubs a couple other times, and you know, the Japanese club scene and the girls just might not be for me. When you get to Japan, the girls look cute. They're skinny, they got cute faces, they're tiny, whatever. But then you realize that literally 95% of them look the same. They all look the same. If you were to ever get with a Japanese girl, you've pretty much gotten with 80% of Japanese girls. There's we have ratings 1 through 10. Japan has 3 ratings. It has 1, which means you're just absolutely terrifying, which there aren't many. There's 10, which you will see those in the no-name sectors in Shinjuku, where the black suits and ties wander around. That the word that begins with a Y and ends with a nameless country, as we called it, because we didn't want to say that word out loud in Japan. But you have your 1s, you have your 10s, but 2 through 9 to me in Japan is all the same. 2 through 9 is basically like 5, 6. That's 90% of the population. The other 10% is split between 1s and 10s. Oh yes, the shady side of Shinjuku. Dog, you walk around Shinjuku, right? You see guys in suits, in shades, with earpieces. The aura just feels different. The kinds of chicks that are walking around just feel different. They just look a little bit more put together. They look way hotter. They're always on a mission to get to where they want to go. And, without asking, I was like, I kind of knew. But, towards the end, we went up to a guy and we asked, yo, so what goes on over here? In layman's and short terms, he said, Japanese only, very, very expensive. Translation, no niggas allowed. That's how I got it. Now, unfortunately, in Shinjuku, you have those Africans out there that try to scam you and try to bring you to hotels with grimy ass girls. There's those young girls out there that are holding out signs 3,000 yen, you can drink with me for an hour. And, first of all, who the hell, I don't drink. I'm not buying drinks for girls, let alone paying a girl 3,000 yen to hang out with me for an hour so she could run up a tab that I got to pay. And it's not working. But you walk home late at night, trying to hit the batting cages, just trying to have fun, strong zeros, whatever. Trying to stay up late on that Black Fire. That Black Fire. I love Black Fire. They send not the A team is in the nameless territories. The Y and the with the K before it. The girls holding the cards, that's probably the B and the C team. But the D team, oh God. It's either hefty Filipino women or just old hags rolling around Shinjuku at 1, 2 in the morning that are trying to drag you places. And they are very aggressive and do not take no for an answer. You have to physically pull yourself off of these women. They got the old heads out there. They're nah, we reserve the good girls for the nameless territories, but for these Americans, for these guys, nah, we send out the old heads. We send out the old heads. Let's see what we got here. So we got shrines here. This is the Fushimi Inanari Shrine. If you are fat and out of shape, good luck. This is why I only date women that can run a mile. Because when you're going through these places and you are seeing all these shrines, this is daytime right now. Look at this. Let me start from the beginning. Well, that's at the end, but this is daytime. Daytime. Now it's getting darker. It's starting to get darker. Now it's dark. Lights are on. We be walking. We be hiking. We be exploring. So I need all my friends to be in shape. I need any girl I'm ever dating with to be in shape. They even got the cats out here. Homeboy was getting fed. Nobody pet him. Nobody bothered him, but they were definitely giving him food and taking pictures of him. Definitely was. But yeah, like the sights in here and the shrines, absolutely incredible. You know, you get to the top of Kyoto, and you take that picture, you soak it in, and you're at the top like, I made it. On top of the world. And the shrines are like, these look like paintings, dog, but these are actual real shrines. I didn't even notice this person right here. That's crazy. They're like ghosted in. No, I didn't have an old. You had an old woman wanting a massage. I was like, in Japanese, saying, "Daijobu desu." Owarida. What we got next? Next up, we have the Kinkakuju Temple. This temple is made out of gold. So you damn well know if this was in Brooklyn or America, or in this case, Minneapolis, it would not survive. It just wouldn't. But the sights here, crazy. Yeah, I appreciate that sort of life story. I took some great shots. Great shots for a guy who has peaked, who has nothing going on in life, who doesn't have anything to look forward to, and whose only thing in life was a podcast that many people don't even watch anymore. No, don't worry. We're going to get into that towards the end. We're going to get into that towards the end. It's probably what Hard 8 rolled up in here trying to hear. You should try Pattaya, Thailand. Prime girls there. Girls or lady boys, man. You be trying. Don't be getting me in trouble, Shot Red. But yeah, this place was crazy. Like, all these shots are on an iPhone 11, by the way. Old phone. And still looking fantastic. Look at that water. It's a straight up reflection of the sky. Like, you don't see this in America. The clouds are in the water. It's like the water is so clean, it's a mirror. It's a literal mirror in the sky on the floor. Absolutely just amazing. If y'all have any questions, please type them in the chat. I will be happy to talk to you and to explain to you. And the foliage is great too. Y'all know I like nature, I like the garden, things like that. But now, my favorite place, Osaka. Eat till you drop Osaka. Love this place. You know, the Don, he's got his own merry-go-round up top. Don Quixote. Like, this place has the best food ever. Probably on the planet. Like, absolutely love this place. I think they had the Namco store here, and you know, I don't know who's playing Tekken in Japan, because when I went here, it was just Gundam in the basement, and white people were walking in the basement looking super confused. But you know, I can't really play it because all I got was a freaking Zaku, when everybody else is running like Zazby and, you know, Unicorn Gundam, New Gundam, all kinds of insane mobile suits, because they have like their cards all leveled up and everything. So I'm like, yeah, we can't even play this shit, man. Getting crushed out here. But just the food out here. This is the Running Man, dude. Everybody be taking their pose up here. Like, just absolutely insane. Why does this picture look offset? I take pride in making even pictures, but this is looking slanted right now. Is that me? Everything looks even. That picture looks slanted. Real ones, buddy. Transformers have to tell you by law. I haven't been able to watch Webworld since she left, mostly because of what it is showed me about BG and friends. Yeah. Zaku Gang. Yeah. Mito Suji. Got the Running Man going again. Gotta hit the Running Man pose. Just this place is awesome, man. We stopped at a bar, like up here on the left. It's just a random karaoke, or not a karaoke bar, a random bar with a random Japanese band, and we just rolled up in it, and a bunch of like everybody was jamming. It was so freaking fun. And the one thing I do like about this, I don't drink, but every place you go to in Japan that has cover gives you a free Red Bull. This place is caffeinated to the extreme. They drink caffeine like it's crack. There are vending machines everywhere, like the Yakuza games. I'm sorry, the nameless games. But yeah, caffeine is everywhere. Red Bulls, Kirin, Brack Fire. Brack Fire is my favorite. Definitely like the Brack Fire. Wish I could import it, but they don't like sell it and ship it. But like, now we're getting to the food, dog. The food here is just absolutely amazing. Just so freaking good. I cannot tell you how amazing the food is here. Just absolutely incredible. Like, look at this pancake, dog. Like, it's literally like biting into a cloud. And then wait till I get to the food reel. You're just going to be like crazy. Above average gaming nation. This is putting me to sleep. Not going to lie. Well, we're talking about traveling in Japan. If you want to come back later for the fuck shit, you're more than welcome. But we talking about Japan right now, dog. So don't know what to tell y'all. Like, look at this. Oh, no, the Wagyu's coming, AOT. The Wagyu's coming. Like, look at this. Like, even the matcha, they're like, you want a tiger or like a wolf? And I'm like, okay, I want a tiger. Like, they just made like a tiger out of mochi or matcha. I'm just like, how? Oh, you can definitely lose a lot of weight here because all the food's just absolutely incredible. And I'm a crackhead for strawberries, so strawberry mania. More Don. More Osaka. Also, people, you would think that I would get a lot of stares and people would look at me. It's rude to stare in Japan, so people will not look at you. You could probably do a quick 180, like down square Resident Evil back in the day, and you can see people looking at you, but like they will not look at you or approach you. They just don't. The dudes will, they'll be like, oh, yo, what's up? Love your hair. It's so cool. Hi. Like things like that. But outside of that, no. And here's the river at night. Oh, yeah, everybody loses weight because you're eating well, you're walking everywhere, and you're probably walking a half hour to try to find a damn trash can. That's how you really lose weight, trying to find a trash can. We got some Street Fighter out here. Got the big bull versus the little bull. And it's kind of raining out here. Slippery and wet. And they out here really wrestling. No shirts on some wet wood in the rain. These dudes be out of control, though. And I don't know how they do this. Somebody got to explain this to me. Like, you're not wearing any eyewear, any goggles. Like, I don't know how they get things to, like, come out of the screen. But it just looks pretty wild. Then went to the Nara Deer Park. The Nara Deer Park is wild. I don't know how they got deer out here to be domesticated because our deer, one, don't look like this, and two, would never act like this. They shave off their horns sometimes. They get a little aggressive so they don't poke people, but Yeah, these deers just be out here chilling. You can just feed them. This little guy was blind, so I was like, yeah, I got you, dog. I got you. Who the fuck is playing Kingdom Hearts? A little baby deer. Fawn or whatever. Some good scenery out here. Just this place looks incredible. I want to go back already. Yeah, y'all can just be chilling near deer. And they don't they're completely unbothered. You can roll up to them and pet them like they're dogs, and they look like little cows. No Katan. We didn't get time. But see, like this little guy, he got horns up here, so he get a little too aggressive. They'll probably shave his off. Because yeah, they'll start jousting. I don't know why they joust, but they will start jousting. They be getting it in. You know, like the little deer, you can feed them, but they won't let you pet them. See, he ain't even paying attention. You're like, who you? Oh, you got food? Let me get that. This little guy up here, he's just chilling like on a mountain. Now you know why they call him Nara Shikamaru. But yo, some of these deers, man, they just be getting too bullying. Like look at this guy. Like, dog, like, I will feed you. Just chill out. Like, oh man, we almost done. We almost done. This is the Kobe Nunobiki Herb Garden. And we got some sights up here. Yeah, the deer don't look anything like the ones we got. Japan this summer, no bees, flies, etc. That's awesome. 3D screen. So this place, you take the sky car up, then you walk it down. Again, I like nature. Just a nice little walk through the park. Seeing some different kind of foliage. There's Kobe down at the bottom. Oh, it blacked out. Don't know what happened there. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see if I can fix that. Nope, I can't. So we're going to move on. Y'all know I like my samurai stuff. Not doing the tea ceremony. Give me the katanas. Give me the swords. Give me the orochi. Give me all that stuff. Get my Ronin form going. Wish I wore some black shoes. That throwing star competition. I got third, didn't win. You see some of these old weapons like the double-edged blade with a weighted chain, the tantos, the short blades, all this good stuff. These are real katanas, like Meiji era katanas right here, like real ones. Is it the Meiji era, or did I confuse it with the Shogun? Yeah, these things are sick. We were gonna buy real katanas, but the ones you could buy, they looked cool, but they had no cutting ability. They're like $500. But I'm not paying $500 for a piece of metal that couldn't even do damage with a baseball bat. Like, come on. Now, the main event. The food. Yo. There is no place on this planet that has better food than Japan. There just isn't. There just is not. Look at everything in front of you. From pancakes to ramen to Wagyu to Kobe beef to noodles to French toast. Like, bro, look at this stuff. Look at this Wagyu burger. Best burger ever. Ever. Never had another burger come close to this thing. About halfway through this burger, I was ready to order another one. But by the time I finished the whole burger, I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of good. I wanted to get another one to go, but we can get some Shogun burger later back at home. I buy swords for Bon. Get someone sharp these blades for you. I'm just trolling that dude. Like, look at this pancake, man. More pan. This place, I gotta get the name for you. I forgot what this place is, but these pancakes, best pancakes in the world. In the world. Not like, this might have been the best meal outside that Wagyu burger the whole fucking trip. This was absolutely incredible. Incredible. We got that Wagyu. That Wagyu. You already saw this one before. Already saw that one before. Saw that. Got those noodles. This was in nameless territory. We were looking for a quick ramen spot. Couldn't find it in this back alley. And some lady comes out and points us the right way. They're like, yeah, she a handler for the top tier ladies out there. The ladies of the night. Now we got the Kobe. The Kobe is expensive. Very expensive. This plate right here is $123. Just this plate. No lie. One good thing I like about Japan, no tips. You don't tip anything. They will not accept tip. What it is, what its price, that's what you pay for. And they will all love you, ask you where you came from, how you found them, give us a great review. You know, they sometimes give you goodies and stuff for leaving good reviews. Like, awesome. Absolutely amazing. I forgot what these things are called, but these things were amazing too. This was in Osaka, so somebody in the chat definitely let me know what they're called. French toast, fire. This thing was, we had this on the last night. This was the dinner of champions right here. Whew. The dinner of champions. And then we had, what are these called? Damn, I can't remember what some of these things are called. But they're damn good. Tried their omelets. I mean, their omelets are definitely better than American. Definitely not better than Caribbean omelets, so. Well, Hardy, if you're bored, you got about 5 minutes until the weapon wheel segment, so you can stay real quick because that's about to come on. We got derailed. We were going to go into that first, but then we decided to switch gears. These are good. You got pancakes with ice cream, like a layer of ice cream and red bean paste in the middle. Phenomenal. And these like little fish cookies. And this is the last one. And then we'll get to what Hard 8 wants me to get to. He's always about the fuck shit. This is Asakusa, Tokyo, and these temples and shrines are just... These are real pictures I've taken, by the way. These are not paintings. These are real pictures. They're absolutely incredible. I don't see any women. Well, True Bleed, taking pictures of people in Japan is a big no-no. In fact, every camera built in Japan, cell phone or otherwise, has an audible click so you can't take pictures of other people. We were taking pictures in the arcade, and they were like, nah, bring me your phone, delete that shit. You can't take pictures. No pictures of other people, no pictures allowed. Japan is not the place you want to be taking pictures of. God, Hardy is so impatient, dog. So impatient. People wanted to hear about this Japanese trip since like October, since Halloween. It's past New Year's now. Let the people get what they want. It's not always about you. See, if you look at the pictures closely, you could probably pick out some of my friends, but Asakusa was good. I mean, we tried to get to George's gym after this, but it was too dark at that time. It closed at 7:30. So I believe that is it. Let me check. Just one last one, which would be the highlight of 2025. Just out there enjoying life from Vegas all the way up to the Super Bowl. This is pretty much everything you've seen, but just the overview. Yeah, imagine that. I have friends and my best friend is black. Crazy, I know. And I also have friends I have actually in their weddings. Unlike some other people who don't have friends. Okay. Well, you know, not bad for a guy who's washed up, has no friends, who's peaked, that nobody likes, you know, just a lot of hating from people that, you know, I may not have liked or anything, but definitely had at least a working respect for, you know, a working, I don't know what you would call it. But let me clear my throat real quick. Give me 30 seconds. So we got some more to talk about now. Because it's always crazy how people want to backstab you. They want to talk bad about you. They want to act like they're so morally superior to everybody when they're not. They want to lie on you. And it's just weird. So, yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this, people. We all know I'm not in Weapon Wheel anymore. So, what really has Weapon Wheel been doing in 2025 without me? What have they been doing? We're going to check it out. So, Planet Xbox, Weapon Wheel Podcast. Does anybody watch Planet Xbox anymore? When was the last Planet Xbox, actually? When was the last Planet Xbox? 1 year ago in August. So Planet Xbox is dead. Sorry, dead. we have all these weapon wheel videos, right? And I really hate to be that guy, but those views since I've been gone, they're not looking good. 11,000, 10,000, 7,000, 10,000, 9.8, 9.5, 9.7, 10, 9.7, 10, 10, 11, 8.9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 9.8, 16, there you go. 9.5, 8.9, 10, 15, 8.8. Kind of been a down year, boys. What else can I say? Judging by the numbers, yeah, weapon wheel is pretty much at an all-time low. Shame to see. 10 years into something. Maybe I will pull a hard 8 and say that I was the real superstar. Because these views are looking ass. I mean, let's just scroll way back on the way down machine. Well, let's scroll way up. 5 years is too far back. Oh, we go 2 years back. We got 57,000, 23, 55, 97, 104, 56, 358, 88, 128, 34, 98, 83, 193,000, 913,000, 207, 43, 68, 88, 177, 486, 193, 194, 518,000, 283,000. Bro, what happened to this podcast? This podcast used to be pulling in 50,000, 100,000, 300,000. 400,000 of views. But because niggas couldn't keep business professional, people had to get in their feelings. People had to, allegedly, because I don't believe it, solicit advice on what would be better for the podcast. Well, hear me out right here. What's best for the podcast is what makes views and makes money. Clearly, the decisions here were not what's best for the podcast. And BG, like you said, I can be wrong. I might be wrong. I might not be wrong. Nigga, you were wrong. No way to walk it back now. But, yeah. Bad move. Bad move. I work with people that I don't like. I don't want to see. I won't even email them. I won't even Teams them. I will email and Teams other people to email and Teams them. But we get work together done and we make money. You effectively nuked your own podcast because either A, you were in your feelings, or B, you couldn't have a conversation to make changes. Or C, you listen to people who just didn't have the product's best interest. Just didn't. I mean, here's how I'm going to look at it right here. This is where I saw the cracks coming, right? November 17th, 555 likes. For some whatever reason, me and Jack were not on the next week, November 24th. And there were 1.4, so I was going to say million, 1,400 likes. So essentially 1,000 more likes than the prior week. From 550 to 1,400. This is when all the rumbling about, me and Jack need to shape up and, this podcast is better. Like, me and Jack were getting flack. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what happens next week. Next week, it went right back down to 486. Or not next week, but whatever. Next week it did, but you get what I'm saying. That wasn't next week I just showed you, but whatever. My point is this. I don't know how this 1.4, this 1,400 likes just came and then it just dropped off into the regular 400 or 500 mark again. But this right here on an episode that me and Jack weren't in definitely got egos going that the podcast could go without me and Jack. Definitely did. So this is my last episode. Day before my birthday, actually. 486. 14,000 views, which is a lot more than their normal. And then we get to the first episode. I wasn't there. Negative 656 views, or thumbs down, negative views, whatever you want to call it. They only pull an additional 4,000 views, which is crazy. You're coming back from the hiatus. You're coming back from the winter break. Everybody is wondering what you're about to say about the situation because you're not talking about it. You're being disingenuous about it. You're not being transparent about it. You got caught in lies later. And yet, everything just went back to how it was. January 19th, 500. And then the rest of the way, it's pretty much been the same. Now, we've already gone over that. So they nuked their own podcast. Good for them. You all listen to a bunch of idiots in the Discord. And that's cool. But now we have to talk about Smooth. Oh, we got to talk about Smooth. Oh boy. Give me 1 second to gather myself on this one. Let me see if he's online on Steam real quick. Oh yeah, he's online. He's online. See, Smooth is playing a dangerous game right now. We all know where each other lives, Smooth. I'm sure you and BG know where I live. I know exactly where BG lives. I know where you live. And like I've told you in this message right here, I will mail you dog shit in a box every week until you pay me. Or, with your address and the way people are on the internet, I could just simply make your life a living hell. I don't want to have to do that because I'm very patient. I'd like to think that I'm a nice, responsible, and respectful man, a gentleman. I've, given you plenty of opportunities in the past to be late, to make excuses, to make a bundle, to make a deal. Whatever it is, Smooth, I heard you got fired. I heard you got laid off or, I don't know. Fired, laid off. How do I get dark mode back on this bitch? Oh, I just got to refresh it, that's all. There we go. Fired, laid off, having trouble, Christmas, mortgage behind. It don't really matter what it is. All y'all had to do was say, hey, Bond, I don't got it right now. I'll get you. Cool. Understandable. But you technically lost that bet 6 months ago when they canceled Perfect Dark. You lost. And you thoroughly lost now when not one, but two Tomb Raiders came out. So we got to read some of these comments that are just absolutely wild. Excuse me. And Heartache makes a great point. Weapon Wheel was popping until y'all got on some nut ass shit and removed the start of the show, which was me and WWP track. Okay. We get that, but it's more than that. Because now the show lacks complete and utter integrity. So you see Smooth streaming, and nobody's watching. Nobody's paying attention. Planet Xbox is dead. Nobody gives a fuck. Ain't nobody really watching Weapon Wheel compared to what they used to. And let's just like look at some of these comments right here, because it's just it's pretty bad, Smooth. It's pretty bad. Why is it Xbox fans have shared record for being wrong so many times? We all remember what happened last time you chose not to honor a bet. Not paying him says a lot about your integrity. Pay your debt, you bum. Nah, that's some sucker shit. Be a man and pay what you owe. Smooth, you lost. Pay up. Man, blame Microsoft for canceling the game. Standing G on business, not honoring a bet that it's a clear loss is wild. Come on, Smooth, have some integrity. You're a man. Even if you think Bond is a buster, pay up. Why would you even try to challenge Bond in Halo? Yeah, he tried to challenge me in Halo, which he would have lost more money in, but, I'm not trying to take more money, just trying to get what I owe, what I'm owed. If you bet a while back, I can't agree with you. That's bad karma, Smooth. Pay that bet, Smooth. Don't be a coward. Smooth is grimy for this. It's a bad look. It's really not that serious. Pay him. You can't call someone else a snake and broadcast that when you got no honor to pay your bets. We welching on bets now. How's Bond a snake? I think we both know who the snake really is. Smooth is a snake. Bro, just pay up and be done with him. Too many goofs out here. Grown men not keeping their word. Always looking out for it. Smooth says rip Lamar Wilson at the end. Crazy work. Bro, you got to be the weakest link on Weapon Wheel. Like, it just goes on and on and on. That's fucked up. Be a man. A Lannister always pays their debts. Economy hitting. Damn, whack Smooth BG's rubbing off on you. Smooth, you dead ass? Smooth the type of cat to thief your wallet and help you look for it. Your I can't even speak. Your street credit score just took a huge nosedive. No one will ever bet with you again. I mean, that's what he wants. Smooth is acting like Tango from American Gangster. Nasty fucking work. Bottom line is this, people. Nobody respects you, Smooth. You may not care. I know BG doesn't care, but this is absolutely insane that Weapon Wheel went from a place that was making so much views to so much money to now, like, y'all niggas really aren't even paying bets. Y'all aren't making views. Like, what is really going on? Y'all are just literally phoning it in every week for a little bunch of Patreon pennies, literally just keeping the show going on the rails just so you can say, oh, hey, I've been having it go for X amount of years. Let me look at this real quick. There's a very interesting stat I gotta find. Yeah. This right here. This says it all right here. One, this whole thing is a lie. This whole mission statement, it's a lie. It's a lie in what they're about. The Patreon's a lie because it does not improve the lines of communication to service the viewer. It's just bullshit to collect money at the end of the month. But the paid members, that number was 523 at one point. Almost at 600. Now you're about to dip into the 200s. Nobody finds that crazy. And the crazy thing is the one person in the group with a legitimate business degree from an actual business school, y'all motherfuckers ain't want to listen to. Y'all ain't want to listen to. And Hard 8 is right. This nigga Smooth is out here buying 5,000 series cards, 5070 Ti's, new cases, games, RGB fans, wants to switch out an entire motherboard for a new CPU that's only going to give him 5 to 10% extra performance in gaming and less performance in everything else. He wants to switch his entire motherboard out for that. And this nigga can't pay a bet. Well, I'm never one to say flag people. But if the community wants to take street justice into their hands, I think that's fair game. I think whatever happens, whatever he gets, whatever they have coming. Because again, BG hasn't paid me either. So I just say whatever people that owe bets get, karma or otherwise, whatever they have coming, I ain't gonna feel bad for it. And this is what I'm saying, people. This could have been an amicable breakup. Everything could have been amicable. You go your way, I go my way, everything like that. But for some odd reason, niggas have to make things so difficult. Somebody explain to me why. Why is it just so difficult for proper communication, for transparent communication? Oh, I lost a bet. Y'all niggas have my Venmo. Like, it's not hard. Like, nobody should have to be chasing you around to get a response. Nobody should have to be messaging Jack or chasing you around for you to pay a bet. Y'all are just niggas. That's what you are. And it's crazy how uppity y'all be acting like, oh, it doesn't affect me. Oh, I'm better. My life is this good. And I got this and I got that. And you don't got this. You don't got that. Your life's peak this. Like, y'all be talking so much mess. And yet simple, everyday things y'all just can't do. Or worse, you can't even be bothered to do. I just find that funny. I find that funny. So, to top it off, 2025, absolutely incredible. Best year of my life. And I'm 40 now, so I killed it. Ended my 30s on the highest note possible. Peaceful was 2025. Didn't have to deal with any bullshit. Didn't have to deal with any drama. Didn't have to deal with any losers crying about a piece of plastic every week. Whether it's Jack crying about PlayStation, whether it's Smooth crying about Xbox, whether it's Alex crying about VR. I mean, damn, none of y'all systems are good. And y'all also got to remember, I was heavily criticized for not playing and completing any games last year. And I'm pretty sure I beat more games than the people that were criticizing me last year. So, it is what it is. So what does 2026 look like? It's a good question. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to try to slow things down a little bit. I mean, 2025 was fast-paced and amazing. Probably only going to do one international trip this year. Maybe a few domestic trips. Outside of that, I'm just going to be chilling. Going to have more free time to make content. But overall, you know, my plans are to make some big personal moves this year. Nothing is on the horizon. No drama to worry about. Nothing to being bitched at or anything. Or just no conflicts on this internet thing, which is absolutely amazing, I must say. But, Oh, I forgot. We got to talk about something else. I completely forgot. Blandrew's bitch ass. Hold up. Nah, no, this motherfucker ain't getting off. Let me pull up the receipts. Let me pull up receipts real quick. This man, Blandrew. Oh, I got something for your bitch ass. I don't know where it was, but whatever stream me and Blandrew did. Yeah, two things I wanted to talk about before I end this real quick. Because definitely got to talk about Heart 8 too. Because he's actually involved in this segment. Bring this up. So, first off, video of the year. If you have not watched this video right now on Hard H channel, you need to watch it ASAP. AGS Light episode 227. All beef squash. You know, I'm there, Kofi, Jack Move, Blaze, GLM, let's go say Shokyo, Yokio, Tony, whatever. This is the best video of the year. Y'all need to watch this video. This is what happens when niggas actually talk and have adult conversations. Literally any beef can be squashed with a conversation. I'm not saying people gotta like each other. I'm not saying people gotta be best friends or anything like that, but this is the best video. This is the video. It's about 6 hours, 50 minutes. Use the timestamps or whatever. Again, best video. But what I want to say about this video is this. Blandrew was threatened to be kicked off a weapon wheel at one point. So Blandrew, his pandering ass, wanted to make a stand. You know, just how his fake ass always talks about making stands in video games, but he spreads his ass cheeks open for Nintendo. Oh, Sony's make you pay for online. I would never do that. You paid for Nintendo's online. Oh, Sony's charging $70 games. I'll never pay for that. You're paying $80 for Nintendo games. Like, Blandrew is just such a fraud. And the one time he wanted to stand on his principles, I'm not going back on that because he saw what happened. He saw the whole situation. What does he do? He goes back. And then he wants to say, oh, but I gave my word and this, that, and the other. And, you know, I gave my word. Like, look, if I give somebody my word and they put a metaphorical bullet in my back, I believe my word doesn't need to be pulled through anymore. If I give my word to help somebody in the real and they rob my house and steal my car, yeah, don't come to me saying, oh, but you promised, you gave me your word. No. But nope. This nigga went crawling back. Crawling back. And then, even if you can say, okay, he went back one time because of his word. And nigga went back 2 times. And nigga went back 3 times. That nigga went back 4 times. That nigga went back 5 times. Who lost count, but it is what it is. All that posturing and pandering and pretending to be a stand-up guy he did on AGS threw all that goodwill right out the window. And why? Because he wanted the clout to have a platform to spew his Nintendo nonsense. That's it. He's just really one of those people that wants to be heard so badly. Nintendo aisle, still not up. And what's crazy is this. Me and Blandrew literally were talking about doing something together. The people were for it. The video announcing it had, let's see. I'm actually wearing the same quarter zip, which is funny. But the video announcing it has 6,000 views, 549 likes. The people wanted it. No, like, you can call us nerdy or whatever, anything, but like, it would have been a good dynamic. It might not have been something that would have appealed to Hard 8, but, you know, people talk about different things. But what did Blandrew do? Blandrew just crawled on his knees and crawled right back to daddy. And then he's just like, oh, are we still going to do this? Or even if I don't even remember if he said if we are or we aren't, but I made that decision for him. Why the fuck would I fuck with you after all that? Like, niggas don't have no standards, no principles, nothing. I thought y'all hood street niggas had principles. I thought your word was your bond. Y'all worse than the white boys from the suburbs. Like, look, I expected Smooth to be a sucker. I expected BG to be G. But never did I think the old holy virgin religious man in Blandrew would be on that fuck shit too. Absolutely pitiful, absolutely pathetic, absolutely embarrassing, absolutely sad. Gone out sad to the point where this man deleted his Twitter. And let me see if his Twitter even came back. I see nothing about Blandrew on Twitter. Can anybody confirm if Blandrew still has a Twitter? Oh, here it is. Let's see. Killing my buzz. No, he's back. 34 followers. I don't know what he's posting about or what he's talking about. He's talking about F the police. I don't know, man. He ain't even talking about Nintendo anymore. Oh, he mass deleted all of his tweets. Is this even him? I don't know. Let's see his followers. I don't think that's him. That nigga's gone. He disappeared like Casper the Friendly Ghost. But my point is this. He made the biggest sucker move ever in YouTube. That's what I'm going to say. That was the biggest sucker move ever. And nobody's ever going to change my mind. Blandrew's gamer tags are now all private as well. Damn. Hard 8 says Blandrew went into hiding because that coward knew he was getting cooked. He deleted it. Yeah, Hard 8 says that's not him. Yeah, man. Like, absolute travesty, man. Like, all like, Blandrew's a likable guy. Everybody liked him. He's like the kids from Nintendo, just not defective in the brain or insane in the membrane, whatever you want to say. But like, you know, the one thing about getting older is you just become disappointed in people. You become disappointed in people and then disappointed in people. Disappointed in people as an individual, and disappointed in people because, you know, you just know how people are. But Blandrew, I just want to say it. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, you are a straight up fuck nigga. And it's not even about where you did and what, it's about what you did. It didn't have to be weapon wheel. It could have been anything. The point is, your word means absolutely nothing. Just like people that don't communicate, that lie, that welch on bets, their words absolutely mean nothing as well. If your word means nothing, then guess what, everybody? The whole damn crumb side goes round and round and round. And where are we at right now? We are at the crap gamer era. Yeah. You all remember when Crap Gamer was getting all those views, getting all them views, and he was frauding. He was still getting a lot of views after he was frauding, but eventually, all that frauding comes to head. People stop watching you. People stop subscribing to you. People stop coming to your Patreon. Planet Xbox shuts down. You go into hiding. People don't respect you. People shit on you. People don't take anything you say seriously. And then you just start making content like you wake up and you go to sleep in the morning, not even thinking, with no heart, no soul, and you just do it just to say that you did it. And that's a shame. Crazy. Crazy. And you know, shout out to Hard 8. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to all the guys that put in the hard work to make that podcast work. Because that podcast used to be the premier podcast, not just for gamers, or not just for black gamers, but for gaming in general over here on YouTube. We were getting interviews from studios. We were, you know, showing up on IGN. We were always we're getting on the forums, the whole Sean Finnegan thing. Like, hey man, it was a good ride, but you know what? All rides come to an end and you can't dwell on things forever. And as you can see in 2025, I moved the fuck on. Hard 8 moved the fuck on. Communities moved the fuck on. I don't know what people are doing in behind the scenes in the shadows, but I think everybody has moved on. Where everybody goes next, I don't really know, but one thing I would like on 2026 would be definitely some more collaborations. I would definitely like to go on AGS more, but every time I try to get on, there's like 20 niggas on there waiting in line. Or the same. You know what? That's one criticism I'll give Hard 8 on AGS. Much as I like it, this is just my personal opinion and criticism of Hard 8. Some of your regulars are good. I don't think you need the same regulars every week. Save like 2 or 3 slots for new people weekly. Don't have the same dudes in there weekly. I mean, yeah, you can have the same dudes in there weekly, but like, have slots for new people. Don't like hearing the same guys every week, because no offense, they're not all as entertaining as you. Just my criticism. Still a good show overall. I still support it. I still fucks with it. But it's hard to get in, and it's always the same people. Just bring in some bench players every now and then. You never know. You could discover a new superstar. Could do it. So, any questions, or do we have anything anybody wants to talk about? I will read the chat. Hold up. Hard 8 says, They're the people that have the heart. Everybody else, you know what? It's probably a good point. Let me ask you this, Heart 8. How many people talk shit, you tell them to come on, and those cowards never come on? I'll bet money that's what happens. Niggas be talking shit. Heart 8 probably says, come on and talk your shit, and they never show up. Let me read some chats and we'll get out of here. This is the time right now to ask questions. Anything going into 2026, anything pertaining to Japan, anything pertaining to the video, anything you want to ask, please ask now, because once I get to the bottom, I'm probably going to end the video. Dark Angel. If you actually research about cheetahs, they are pretty docile and friendly to humans, even compared to keeping primates as pets. Jesus. Did not know that. Black Bond, did you hit any new chicks during your sausage retreats? Oh, jeez. Well, I did show that one chick on there, Heart 8, from St. Petersburg. You must have missed that part of the video. The shady side of Shinjuku, you ain't wrong about that. I hear about Kabukiko with them Nigerians scamming you. Oh my God, the Nigerian, that is one of the reasons why their prime minister is trying to just end illegal immigration and get them niggas out of there, because those Nigerian scammers. Did you go to any video game stores looking for JRPGs? Yo, the retro stores down there are insane. Their consoles are overly priced and their hardware is insane. We're talking about like $150 for a GameCube, which is insane. But dog, you can literally go in there and get like Super Famicom, Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6 for $10, $11, $15. You can go in there and get old Fire Emblems from the Famicom and Super Famicom for $5 and $3 USD. You were to buy those games in the States, you'd be paying, like, let's look. Let's look. FF3 NES card. Yep. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 71, 160, 718, 77, 225, 65, 89, 150, 314, 99, 280, 303, 104. Like, oh, you can go into Japan in any of their retro stores, and they're pretty much everywhere, and you can get those games for literally $5 to $10, $15. It's an absolute embarrassment. I mean, but the thing is, you know, there's probably way more copies of those older systems, those games out there in the wild. So maybe that's it. But yeah, absolutely nuts. And likewise, I'd have to worry about buying a fake game if I were to buy something here. It was a while ago. I bought a bunch of, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Ah, right here. I got it. This was a video I made a while ago, because when I was buying games from GameStop, I realized like a lot of these cartridges that they sell, they can sell you fake carts. So you'd be thinking you're getting a real game, but you're getting a fake game. So yeah, at least in Japan, you know you're getting something real. You know you're getting something authenticated, because only certain shops can sell retro games. But over here, you get scammed. You could literally straight up get scammed. Now, let's read the rest of these comments real quick. Zaku Gang, I'm going to Japan November, can't wait. Yes, November is the best time. How'd you go about planning your itinerary, locations, and visits? Was it all scheduled or more spontaneous and random? My friend's fiance, well, he proposed on the trip. She was the one that scheduled most of it, and she is French-Canadian. She's from Montreal, seasoned traveler. she pretty much led the way. We went off on our own at night, but for the most part, she led the way. You definitely need to have your Google Maps up there just for the train stations alone. Just for train stations, definitely the Kyoto train station. If you have problems getting on the Shinkansen and things like that, then yeah, you can just ask people. Ask for English. I mean, they'll be more than happy to help you. Like a Dragon Games now, they're called. Yep. Wagyu, Yakinku was fire. Yes, Wagyu's amazing. Strawberries are good. When I was little, I get the good pet deer at the Fripp Island in South Carolina. I buy Swords Bond. I know you can come up with something entertaining. Heartache, always complaining, though. Stop complaining. Japan seems super clean. How's the cleanliness? Absolutely incredible and amazing. No trash anywhere. And like in the places like Gion where people are partying and there is a lot of trash, in the morning, locals and people get up and they pick up all the trash. Did Smooth pay you yet? Nope. You and Heart 8 made that podcast work. It's crazy. Me and Heart 8 are similar, but also different. We're similar age. Grew up on similar things, but played different games. So yeah, it wasn't. And also, like, he came from more urban areas compared to my, suburban self. So it was a good dynamic. When I heard what happened to Bond, I unsubbed, not giving Bond a farewell tour as some sucker activity. Yeah, that is crazy. I didn't even get a farewell episode. Like the fucking Wayans brothers just canceled. 400,000 views one week and 15 views the next week is suspect. Couldn't happen to a better podcast. BG couldn't accept that people like Bond Heart 8 were more popular than him on his own podcast. I still think there should have been a combo between Bond and BG. Clear out any issues BG may have had with him, and then if it couldn't be squashed, then Bond could get the boot. Yeah, I mean, that's just common sense for adults right there. But egos are involved is what it is. Botting a podcast on YouTube is nasty work. I mean, better bot those parry videos because those aren't getting no views. I watched the podcast for 9 years. BG was a terrible leader is why I stopped watching. He is a terrible leader. BG's ego destroyed the podcast. I unsubbed from the Patreon too. Couldn't have happened to a better person. Smooth paid you yet? No. Planet Xbox had buzz, but it got lazy. Oh yeah, it definitely had buzz when I was on it. That's what was the best, when I was on it. Hard 8. Smooth buying new parts for his PC while owing money is crazy. Weapon Wheel is full of busters. What is Hard 8 saying? You a nerd, so you'll never get it. I don't let ish go until somebody get hurt or a conversation is had. That kumbaya moment. Deleted Twitter to hide the evidence. Yeah, Blanche wants some straight sucker shit. How am I liking Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk is actually good. The crazy thing is I bought the 3080 to play Cyberpunk. And that shit was freaking ass. The game did not work. By the time the game was actually good to play it had so many updates, so many new features that the 3080 was just not cutting it. But Doug, I will tell you this, that 9070 XT is fire. For a $500 graphics card, that thing is fire. It's $900 now. Sucks if you didn't buy it, but it is amazing. Like $220 for the 5700 X3D, $500 for the Power Color 9070 XT 16 gig version. I mean, they only make a 16 gig version, but just absolutely amazing. Like, look, a lot of people hate on Hard 8 for saying, but ray tracing be looking incredible. Ray tracing be looking incredible. It looks good. And now with like, it kind of sucks that graphics cards aren't getting more powerful. They're just getting better software updates with DLSS, FSR, and XeSS. I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy Intel's in the game. XeSS is actually pretty good. It was better than FSR3, but not as good as FSR4. FSR4 is pretty good. It's almost up to par with NVIDIA. But yeah, with FSR and XeSS and DLSS and stuff, like ray tracing is very possible to use at high frame rates. I mean, I'm getting like 80, 90 frames in Cyberpunk with ray tracing one step lower than Psycho. Path tracing, I'm not familiar with path tracing, but I activated that and that shit tanked my card. So I don't know if that's new technology or something that just works better with the video like PhysX did, but yeah, 9070 XT is not fucking with path tracing. But the game is good. I don't like those investigation things, but you know, the gunplay was kind of lame, but once I started putting optics on the guns instead of iron sights, games started getting a lot better. How much does Smooth owe me? He owes me 60. Japan SNES games replace CMOS battery. Yeah, oh yeah, that's another thing. They replaced the batteries in the old retro games. Like Japan is just so much better, dog. Hard 8, you know what? Instead of building a goddamn other computer, the same damn computer you had in white, take your ass to Japan. Take Miss Hard 8 too. I'm sure she would love to go on a vacation. You've bought enough TVs, enough OLEDs, enough video cards, graphics cards, CPUs, computers. Take Miss Hard 8 over to Japan. She would love it, I'm telling you. Ms. Hard 8 would love Japan. In fact, I will campaign for Ms. Hard 8 to get her trip to Japan. You don't need no... Just take a year off buying TVs and graphics cards, man. And take Ms. Hard 8 to the Far East. AMD definitely need to improve ray tracing. Yeah, it's good right now. It's good. I mean, it can always be better, but it's good. So we have been here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. So if you got something to say, y'all need to say it right now, because I'm going to get back to Cyberpunk and this NFL game. Nigga. Are you John Madden? I'm not getting on a plane longer than 2 hours. So the only place you can go is south. The only place you can go, like, from Philly to Florida is 2.5 hours. So you ain't going nowhere. And I'll tell you this, you definitely ain't going to Japan. Japan was an 18-hour flight. The worst flight I've ever had in my life. I mean, I had extra seats. I had nobody in my rows both ways and it was comfortable. But the trip there, well, we had amazing food in Japanese stores, but I stayed up all night playing video games with my boys, so that way I would not be jet lagged. I'd sleep on the plane. Watched Jurassic Park on the plane. Watched, what's that one movie? Sinners on the plane. Played 2 hours of Final Fantasy VI on the plane. Took a nap. Woke up, and that shit said you have 11.5 hours remaining. Bro. Longest trip ever. Thankfully, on the trip back, because of the tailwinds, it was 11 hours instead of 18. Much better. Every trip we drive, we go on the train, I'm okay with that. Or we drive. Dog, like, are you not allowed to get a passport? Dog, you have to leave the country at some point. Even if you just take a train to Montreal or drive to Montreal, Canada, you got to leave this country once in your life. You got to. You cannot, you get one life. You mean to tell me that you never are going to leave? Have you even been to the West Coast, the Midwest, or are you just going to stay on the East Coast your whole life? Come on, dog. Take Ms. Hard 8 out, man. We all want Ms. Hard 8 to go on a nice trip. Anyway, as we wrap this up, I implore all y'all, there's 42 of y'all watching, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. like it, retweet it, share it. Hard 8, you better like it because I always like your videos, so I better see a 23 up there. Takes a quick second to like it. I normally make videos when I see my videos get views, so y'all want to see more videos, then yeah, like videos. I don't like planes. They've been falling out of the sky way too much. This man, the Black John Madden. All right, people. I'll catch you guys later. Hit that like button. Try to get you guys some more content. You can always DM me topics or tweet me topics you want to see. I'm going to pull up on AGS this weekend. Actually, no, I can't because the Eagles are on. Fuck. But I'm going to pull up in one of these weeks. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this country I feel like will make for some good conversation. All right, everybody. We are going to have a great 2026. No drama. We're leaving the past behind. The only thing I want to interact with in the past is Colapes.